Super Strong Master Lee.
And Lulu.
All right, we're continuing down here the diss track marathon between Kendrick and Drake, who are literally dropping diss tracks one after another in rapid succession. We're late to the game because we're clueless about what the fuck's going on. But this is sure as hell entertaining. There was so much going on with Drake's last, like actually both of them. Like there's no way we could pick up on everything. And people have actually told me to, why don't you go read up on the history, which I started to do, and halfway through I gave up. Because it's literally a novel's worth of stuff. It's not like, you know what, someone slapped someone's daddy.
Easy summary.
Easy summary. No, it's like, well, this led to this, led to this, led to this, which led to this and then that. And so I'm like, how many this and that is? It's a lot over a decade. So now we're back to Kendrick again, who basically dropped this track 24 hours after Drake dropped his Family Matters track. And you're talking about getting personal. Now, Kendrick has a new song called Meet the Grams. And I'm like, all right, who's the Grams?
The grandparents?
They're going after grandparents.
They're going to grandparents.
Oh, that'd be mean. That'd be mean. No, it's about the Grams. Mr. Graham is AKA Mr. Drake. His real name is Aubrey Drake Graham.
Oh, what?
Aubrey's I'm glad Drake changed his name to Drake. This sounds like Kendrick is going after the entire family too. So I had heard this one was like intense. Everyone's pushing it too far, but Kendrick strikes me as the kind of guy who, like, if you was back in school and you had, like, you know, people getting like, you know, nudging each other on, he would take it one step too far and grab a bat, just start wailing on somebody hard. Like, he doesn't know how to just gradually ratchet up. He would just go all out crazy bat shit on you type of thing. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Oh my God.
So,
this is going crazy.
This is amusing. I have to admit, as two people have no idea what's going on, and has only picked up even 10%, it already stings.
You guys, I'm so clueless, but I am going to enjoy the music because I love each beat. Like,
these two are inspired.
It's crazy.
Some of the best music that they've ever written. Keep the beef up until, well, no one should get hurt. Okay, please.
That's
but
right.
Words can't hurt too.
I know, but it's okay. It's okay. You can have a therapy. Each of you.
Yeah,
okay?
Off the millions you make, get a lot of therapy.
You're making a lot of money out of this.
Let's do this. By the way, you heard some wicked wild stories about Vegas. You gotta check out my channel.
And if you want some hotness, check out my fantasy show. That's a different beat.
Dear Adonis, I'm sorry that man is your father, let me be honest. It takes a man to be a man, your dad is not responsive. I look at him and wish your grandpa would have wore a condom. I'm sorry that you gotta grow up and then stand behind them. Life is hard, I know. The challenges always go beat us home. Sometimes our parents make mistakes that affect us until we grown. And you're a good kid that need good leadership. Let me be your mentor, since your daddy don't teach you shit. Never let a man piss on your leg, son. Either you die right there or pop that man in the head, son.
Is that really the kind of advice you want to impart on a kid? I'm not so sure Kendrick is a good fatherly example either. It's like, you know what? Don't let someone badmouth you, because if they do, bang bang. I'm like, Drake just badmouthed you. Are you pretty much saying you're gonna go bang bang Drake? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like this.
Oh my goodness.
Either you die right there or pop that man in the head, son. Never fall in the escort business, that's bad religion. Please remember, you could be a bitch even if you got bitches. Never code switch, whether right or wrong. You're a black man, even if it don't benefit your goals. Do some push-ups, get some discipline. Don't cut them corners like your daddy did. Fuck what Ozempic did. Don't pay to play with them Brazilians. Get a gym.
I will say this. So I guess Kendrick is calling out Drake for taking some drugs to lose weight, which I can totally see him doing, because Drake, for the longest time, he's not like a typical rapper where he's always really cut. You know how a lot of rappers really cut? Drake sometimes looks a little like he just had one too many Doritos, you know what I'm saying? Just a little puffy in the middle. I did hear this, that at some point he was called out for, I guess, spray painting a six-pack on himself.
To make
and it was a little too, maybe just a little too obvious.
Fake?
Yeah, a little too fake, you know? And that being said, you know what? This is kind of a weak diss. Like, who cares, right? People take drugs all the time to lose weight. Really? That's what you're going to be picking on?
Membership, understand, no throwing rocks and hiding hands, that's law. Don't be ashamed about who you with, that's how he treats your moms. Don't have a kid to hide again, be sure. 5% will comprehend, but 95 is lost. Be proud of who you are. Your strength come from within. A lot of superstars, that's real, but your daddy ain't one of them. And you nothing like him. You'll carry yourself as king. Can't understand me right now. Just play this when you 18.
This, oh man.
Dear Sandra, your son got some habits, I hope you don't undermine them. Especially with all the girls that's hurt inside this climate. You're a woman, so you know how it feels to be in alignment with emotions, hoping a man can see you and not be blinded. Dear Dennis, you gave birth to a master manipulator. Even using you to prove who he is a huge favor. I think you should ask for more paper, and more paper, and more paper. I'm blaming you for all his gambling addictions, psychopath intuition, the man that liked to play victim. You raised a horrible fucking person. The nerve of you, Dennis. Sandra, sit down. What I'm about to say is heavy. Now listen.
It's literally calling out
Your
mom and
son's a sick
dad.
man with sick thoughts. I think niggas like him should die. Him and Weinstein should get fucked up in a cell for the rest of their life. He hates black women, hypersexualize them with kinks of a nympho fetish. Grew facial hair because he understood being the beard just fit him better. He got sex offenders on Hovio that he keep on a monthly allowance. A child should never be compromised, and he keeping his child around him. And we gotta raise our daughters knowing there's predators like him lurking. Fuck a rap battle, he should die so all of these women can live with a purpose. I've been in this industry 12 years, I'ma tell y'all one little secret. It's some weird shit going on, and some of these artists be here to police it. They be streamlining victims all inside of their home and calling them tender. Then leak videos, sell themselves to further push their agendas. To any woman that be playing this music, know that you're playing your sister, or better yet, selling your niece. To the weirdos, not the good ones. Cat Williams, I gave you the truth, so I'ma get mines. The embassy about to get raided too, it's only a matter of time. Hey, Lil Bron, keep the family away. Hey, Curry, keep the family away. To anybody that embody the love for their kids, keep the family away. They looking at you too if you standing by him. Keep the family away. I'm looking to shoot through any pervert that lives. Keep the family safe.
Yikes.
Dear baby girl, I'm sorry that your father not active inside your world. He don't commit to much but his music, yeah, that's for sure. He a narcissist, misogynist, living inside his songs. Try to destroy families rather than taking care of his own. Should be teaching you timetables or watching Frozen with you. Or at your 11th birthday, singing poems with you. Instead, he being Turks, paying for sex and popping perks. Examples that you don't deserve. I want to tell you that you're loved, you're brave, you're kind. You got a gift to change the world and can change your father's mind. Cause our children is the future, but he lives inside confusion. Money's always been illusion, but that's the life he's used to. His father probably didn't claim him neither. History do repeats itself, sometimes it don't need a reason. But I would like to say it's not your fault that he's hiding another child. Give him grace, this the reason I made Mr. Morale. So our babies like you can cope later. Give you some confidence to go through something, it's hope later. I never want to hear you chasing man cause it's felt behavior. Sitting in the club with sugar daddies for validation. You need to know that love is eternity and trumps all pain. I tell you who your father is, just play this song when it rains. Yes, he's a hit maker, songwriter, superstar, right? And a fucking dead beat that should never say more life. Meet the grams.
Ouch.
Dear Hybrid, I know you probably thinking I wanted to crash your party, but truthfully I don't have a hating bone.
That's bullshit, considering the last song he wrote was I hate Drake's dog, I hate Drake's breath, I hate his clothes, his music, his everything.
How many kids Drake has?
Well, apparently he's got a lot that no one's, that he hasn't announced yet. This is like a whole song of kids that no one knew Drake had. Oh my God. This is a little too personal, right? Like when you were literally saying, hey, this person's name, right? And it's his mom and dad, and you're basically talking directly to them and exposing all this.
Even including grandparents.
It's like you're literally trying to get someone in trouble.
In my body, it's supposed to be a good exhibition within the game, but you fucked up the moment you called out my family's name. Why you had to stoop so low to discredit some decent people? Guess integrity is lost when the metaphors doesn't reach you. And I like to understand, cause your house was never a home. 37, but you showing up as a 7-year-old. You got gambling problems, drinking problems, pill popping and spending problems, bad with money, whorehouse, soliciting women problems. Therapy's a lovely start, but I suggest some ayahuasca. Strip the ego from the bottom. I try to empathize with you, cause I know that you ain't been through nothing. Crave entitlement, but wanna be like so bad that it's puzzling. No dominance. Let's recap moments when you didn't fit in. No secret handshakes with your friend. No culture cachet to binge. Just disrespecting your mother. Identities on the fence. Don't know which family will love you. The skin that you living in is compromised and personas. Can't channel your masculine even when standing next to a woman. You a body shamer. You go hide them baby mamas, ain't you? You embarrassed of them. That's not right. That ain't how mama raised us. Take that mask off. I wanna see what's under them achievements. Why believe you? You never gave us nothing to believe in. Cause you lied about religious views. You lied about your surgery. You lied about your accent and your past tense. All is perjury. You lied about your ghost riders. You lied about your crew members. They all pussy. You lied on them. I know they all got you in them. You lied about your son. You lied about your daughter, huh? You lied about them other kids that's out there hoping that you come. You lied about the only artist that can offer you some help. Fuck a rap battle. This a long life battle with yourself.
Chihuahua.
There's a lot going on. Now I found out there's so many kids.
Here's the thing. I don't know if that's really a diss because, quite frankly, how often do you hear like, oh, someone famous had a kid on the side, another kid on the side, another kid on the side. That happens a lot. I think what's really painful about this diss is that he's calling the rest of the family and basically saying the whole family has failed. Right? It's like mom and dad, you shouldn't have had them. You raised a bad kid. You're calling out the son and saying, you know what, you got a bad daddy, right? Don't turn out like him. You know, I'm gonna turn to me instead. All that does is plant everything in the kid's brain that he could never reconcile with his daddy, right? Drake may one day come around and say, you know, I want to be a good father. I'm gonna at least, you know, provide. And I think it's important at some point, right? No matter how deadbeat of a dad someone is, there's a chance to at least try to help the kid later on in life if you come around. And by putting something out like this, it's a constant reminder to the world that like you're a bastard son. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I mean, whole Game of Thrones is 8 seasons of a bastard son trying to reconcile that he's a bastard, right? That hurts for kids, I think, not knowing who your daddy is. Or knowing that your daddy is such a deadbeat and didn't want you at some point, like just feeling that abandonment. That's where I think it stings. And I think Kendrick is very smart. There's no doubt about it. His lyrics, his verses, everything is amazing because he knows how to choose words. And if you know how to choose words, you know what to say that's going to hurt someone the most. And I think that's what he's doing. He's trying to just basically cause as much pain as freaking possible. Normally we'd be joking about something like this, but I'm like, man, this was just a whole song of really painful, personal, therapy-inducing revelations.
That's insane. You know, nobody is perfect in this world. And so I just like, I fighting and hating. Let's just enjoy the music.
Yeah. I honestly liked his last song better because it was a diss track, but it was also very lively and fun. This one felt very heavy, very dark, even just a driving
the way
beat.
It feels like it's a horror movie.
Or like Jaws about to attack.
Scary.
That being said, this is entertaining, so let's continue.
Next.